Plastic is being created from fossil fuels in the form of crude oil such as ethane and propane. Pellets are then created from this and sent to factories across the world where the pellets can be moulded under heat into different shapes for different purposes. Plastics are lightweight, durable, diverse and cheap, but at what cost is this to our health and environment? Plastic eventually ends up as microplastic, which is smaller than 5 millimeters, and often ends up in the sea. Plastic can enter the sea through wastewater from houses like clothes that shed microfibers when they are washed, microbeads in health and beauty products such as toothpaste and face scrubs, and waste blown from bins and open landfill sites. This contaminates the water, and as a result, marine animals consume the plastic particles and toxins. The concentration of the toxins increase further up the food chain. This is known as biomagnification. Consequently, humans will ingest over 50,000 microplastics per year on average. It might be easy for us to overlook the effects microplastic has on our body, but for marine wildlife and species, it is unavoidable. Products such as plastic bags and fishing nets can lead to entanglement of species, whilst other plastics can cause starvation, suffocation, laceration, infection, reduced reproductive success, and mortality. The theory of planned behaviour proposed by Ajahn in 1991 can help us understand why effective progress has not been made in addressing marine plastic pollution. The theory explores factors that influence behavioural choices made by individuals. There are 3 factors according to Ajahn and Liska. 1. Attitude, which refers to the individual's favourable or unfavourable evaluation of performing the behaviour. 2. Subjective norm, which is an individual's perception of social pressure to perform or to not perform the behaviour. And 3. Perceived behavioural control, in which individuals will measure their perception of their ability to perform the behaviour in question. Individuals will make different decisions based on these different factors. One paper identifies 4 different consumers: single-use plastic addicts, single-use plastic avoiders, the apathetic, and situation-driven single-use plastic users. Single-use plastic avoiders strongly avoid single-use plastic, along with powerful attitudes and subjective norms about single-use plastic alternatives, pro-environmental values, green identities, and pro-environmental behaviours. These were contradictory for single-use plastic addicts. People that had negative attitudes towards single-use plastic alternatives said, "I'm not really interested in alternatives for plastic products, as sustainability and avoiding disposable products is not a priority for me." Subjective norms positively influence some people. One participant saying, "My friend is very passionate about the environment. She made me aware of the impact of single-use products on the environment, and that's the reason why I pay more attention to it now. I try to avoid disposable PET bottles." In terms of perceived behavioural control, buying and using single-use plastic is down to the convenience, affordability, and availability. In a study of single-use plastic in Vietnam, people said plastic products required little effort to clean and prepare, whilst participants from a case study in Ohio discussed how they often forget to bring reusable bags or water bottles to the store with them, or that they simply can't be bothered to carry them round. Whilst the problem may seem daunting and unfixable, there are solutions. Identifying different consumer segments means being able to address different people in a way that's most appropriate to them. Communication efforts tend to target single-use plastic addicts and situation-driven single-use plastic users, so perhaps policymakers and practitioners can aim to change users' perception habits and situational constraints.